What's up, guys? It's Amilivenow here. Hope you guys having a great day, man. Today we're gonna be talking about why it's so hard for you to become happy, right? Or why is it hard for you to be happy, right? So, in life, in general, shout out to the ones that's here right now. You know what I'm saying? Pull up to the ones that's not here, you feel me? But in life, we go through situations and transactions, and we go through like cycles of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, right? And in a way, I feel like we're all diagnosed with bipolar. I feel like everybody's bipolar. I feel like everybody has ADHD. I feel like everybody has ADD. It's just what spectrum is it really on? What spectrum is it really on? You feel me? And I think a lot of times what really causes us to not be happy is like, one, because our emotions are very fleeting, you see one door comes in, other door it goes out, you know what I mean? It goes one ear out the other, you know what I mean? Like, they're not real, you know what I mean? Because most of our thoughts are not even our thoughts, you know what I mean? And we go through these subtle moments of, just feeling depressed. And I learned from Jim Carrey, what depression is your body is basically in a deep rest of happiness, meaning your happiness is not awake. So when you are depressed, you are in a deep rest, which essentially, for those who are not aware, you might think, what does that mean? Like, what does that really mean? I'll give an example, straight off the top. When you're sleeping, your body is resting, right? So when you're feeling sad, that's you sleeping. And when you feel happy, that's you awake, right? That's what I can give you guys at the moment. And going back to, why it's so hard for you to be happy is because one reason is that, happiness is a fleeting emotion and it's not evident. You know what I mean? It's not shown, right? Because you can be extremely happy and then out of nowhere you just like, bro, why am I just so sad? You know what I mean? It's because of our emotions. They're not really always gonna be there for a long time, right? The duration of that feeling is what you have to think about, because any subtle activity can have you in a fleeting emotion state. Like, say like you're just having a great day and you stub your toe and now you're angry, right? But how long are you going to be angry for? And if you worked with your mind to a certain extent, you probably wouldn't even get angry. But I'm talking to majority, and majority people, you guys gonna get a little angry if you stub your toe. That's like natural, right? Because it's painful, right? So one reason why you have a hard time of being happy is because happiness is a fleeting emotion, and it's all depending on you to understand how long are you going to let that emotion carry on. If you have been practiced dealing with yourself and trying to find yourself, then basically through meditation, you can hold that duration for long periods of time. And you can think of the reasons to be happy, like one, being able to breathe, being able to talk, being able to walk, having a certain level of cognitive activity. All those reasons can always keep you in that state of happiness, and you wouldn't ever get mad because the fact that you understand, you have gratitude, you have the ability of understanding that could be worse. You have the ability to understand that a lot of things can affect you, but it's on you to control yourself and to control the situation, right? And I think a lot of times it's very important for you to be self-aware of yourself, because it helps you navigate through life and it helps you have more of an abundant life, right? So that's one reason why it's hard for you to be happy, okay? So, two, the second reason is because you compare yourself to others, right? And comparison is the fastest way to kill joy, right? And it's evident. It's evident. And for you to have that in your mind 24/7, it kind of sucks. It's not the best. You don't want to be able to be comparing other situation to your situation, because God has a plan. The Creator has a plan for you, and it's not always what you're gonna think. It's not always going to be the same as the other guy, right? It's really a next man mentality, like in basketball. When Chet Holmgren, he plays for the OKC, he's a center. When he got hurt, it's just next man up mentality. Just like that. When you see other people's success, it's like my success is coming right after that. You have to think of it like a next man up mentality. And, that's why, sports is important, but we're going to talk about that in other videos. But you have to understand that comparison is the fastest way to kill joy. And your circumstances don't define you, right? It's who you are that defines you as an individual, right? It makes you think that even if you're in a certain situation, you can be able to evolve still. You can still be able to evolve still. And you can still be able to get out of that predicament, right? But if you constantly are looking at other social media and understanding that their life is quote unquote better than yours, but in reality, there's no such thing, right? Everyone's life is essentially the same. Under the eyes of the Creator, we're all the same, right? Our cards, right? Our hand might be different, but it's on you to differentiate your hand and try to figure out how can use this hand of cards, which is my life. How can I use that as an abundant factor to benefit myself and evolve myself, right? And you want to be able to use your hand and, navigate with it, experiment with it. You don't have to put yourself in a box. You know what I mean? You don't have to put yourself in a box, bro, because of what you're dealt and how your circumstances are. You don't have to put yourself in a box, because you're letting yourself not be your fullest. You're not letting yourself have that opportunity to think that you can get to where you want to be, not where others are, where you want to be. Because in reality, just because other circumstances are better than yours doesn't mean that you have to copy what they have. because essentially they can be a low vibrational individual that's flexing on the gram, but behind the scenes they're not living like that. This is the reality. We got a lot of people like that. Like, essentially it's just phony. It's phoniness. You know what I'm saying? It's capness. It's really charlatan activity. You know what I mean? You say oh, hey, man, you got everything, got all the sweat, but then you scrapping just to get McDonald's breakfast, bro. Like, so don't look at what people have and don't compare yourself. That's two. So when you see others, don't try to compare yourself, because everybody has their own journey. You know what I'm saying? If you're on your route, 20/20 vision, bro. You see, I can't see. All I can see is straight forward. But if you go like this and you looking at other people, what they got going on, then it's like you're not really trying to better yourself. And then you're gonna start comparing, and then you just gonna start not being happy. Okay? That's two. That's two. Now the third one is, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a big one. What is your purpose, right? Like, what is your purpose? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of times, bro, once you understand what you want to do and what you're meant to do, right? And you decide that, you can literally create your own purpose. It doesn't have to be, a big light bulb and eureka, I find my purpose. No. Your purpose can be found through what you like to do in your day-to-day life. Your purpose can be found through what you like to dwell in. Your purpose can be finding what is actually, like, what you're actually good at. You can find your purpose on what things you like to do. And that's how you can become happy for long periods of time, like your whole life even. Like, because happiness is an emotion and emotions are fleeting, you can figure out what is my dharma. And dharma is basically, like, in Hindu religion, it's basically underlining behavior and social order. And basically it talks about what is your cosmic order and what is your purpose. That's basically what dharma is, essentially, you know. And Hinduism, they talk about that a lot. In Hinduism, they talk about dharma. And the third reason why, you know what I'm saying, it's hard for you to be happy, or why you're just not happy, is because you probably haven't had a purpose. You don't have a purpose. And for you to understand that is, you have to go through a lot of life. You have not even a lot of life, bro. You don't really have to go through a lot of life, but you have to have some experience of life, right? If you have some experience of life, you don't have to go through the most traumatic shit. You just have to be able to have experience of life. Then you can understand how to maneuver and try to find your purpose, right? And through your dharma is where you can understand what's your right and what's your wrong. Basically, like morality. So through these activities that you build, you find purpose. And your purpose can be with you through your whole life. And your purpose can change. Your purpose doesn't have to be the same, and it's probably not going to always be the same. But your purpose will be found through your experiences of what you dwell in, right? So this is the reason why it's hard for you to be happy. These are the reasons why it's hard for you to be happy. And essentially, you have ways to fix it. And if you didn't understand this video, go back, watch it again. If you like this video, I want you guys to share, subscribe, and comment what you guys think. You know what I mean? If I'm talking too much, if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, or if, like, you want a better understanding of things, I can dissect it. I can go more in depth. All right. If you guys haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Amilivenow, Fweatz.Senpai, and Amilivenow.Senpai. They're all gonna be in the description below. And if you do agree with this, I want you guys to comment Tori. I want you guys to comment Tori on the comments. And yo, peace out.